And we back with more UFC career mode. We have to go up against Tom Breese, and the sponsor of this video is milk. Regular old milk. I love it.
Coming up next, a UFC welterweight division matchup. Well, this is truly an 8-point striker, DC.
Didn't mean to skip that intro, frick. Oh, the 0-2, nice. I keep meaning to get some actual.
So on the strength of a big win by submission his last time out, we'll see if this young man can keep it going here tonight. Round one is underway. Dominant performance his last time out to extend the winning streak and to set up this massive, massive opportunity tonight. We'll see if he can take advantage.
Predicted a submission victory.
Oh, and another leg kick lands flush, and now you're starting to see visible damage on that lead leg of his opponent.
Visible damage, and you see him starting to make mistakes now in his defenses because his leg is so beat up. It's red, it's all beat up, he's limping, he's turning away. There are so many.
Watch, there's the early takedown. Pretty evident, DC, that he wants to get this fight to the ground, and he was certainly able to do so there.
He felt like he had a massive advantage in the wrestling, and if he attempted takedowns, he would secure him. Let's see what he does from this position.
All right, so inside the open guard of his opponent, you got to be careful playing.
He's going to start trying to move to a submission here. It looks like he's trying to attack an arm triangle.
Save the stamina. Save the stamina.
All right, so he postures up, and he's out. Smith gets back up. No surprise there.
Nice moving punch.
And that one certainly found the target. Good series of punches by him there. He is certainly, all right, fighting out of the clinch here, and not for long. Nice trip to get the takedown.
Yeah, sometimes, John, you have a guy that is just so versatile. If they can do these takedowns in so many ways, you saw.
So another takedown here by Smith. All right, he's got side control here, DC. You know, he's got a lot of different submissions in his arsenal once this fight gets to the ground. Lands a strike now from the bottom. Nice work there by Breese. Trying to pass the guard here, but a nice job by the bottom fighter defensively.
Bottom fighter did a fantastic job of following with his hips, making sure he blocked any attempt to get past his guard.
Oh, reversal here, DC.
What a way to switch the position. Fantastic movement by the bottom fighter.
Smith gets back up again. Nicely done. Oh, these are some devastating knees, as we might say in Boston, some wicked, effective knees.
I love when you talk like that.
I know you do.
I think it's so good. But there's a guy, I love the way you talk, but I love the way this guy fights. He's throwing those knees in order to shut the lights off.
And we're going for the armbar. And we're going for the armbar early.
Gotta be careful, armbar. You gotta recognize that when a guy starts to put his feet on your hips, you gotta move him off, and you gotta cover. You can't be off to an angle.
Oh, hammer fist from the bottom now by Smith. The sheer will is really remarkable to watch.
Good
Right, full
stuff.
guard here, DC. What does he need to do to improve position?
Well, he's got to start to build his posture, get some damage off, move to half guard, which in turn leads to more opportunities for advancement. But if you're on the bottom, you've got to anticipate those movements. The moment he tries to move to the next position, you build a shield, get back to your feet, or dig an underhook to try to get a reversal or a sweep.
That submission right there, you almost had it.
All right, so we'll see how it goes here in this round. Previous round, it was all him just taking his opponent down really every time he entered.
Yeah, every time he got in on the leg, he was able to secure a finish. And that is the idea you want as a wrestler going into a fight. If you have to change up the technique, it's fine. It's not always going to be the very first attack. When it's the first attack, you're very happy. but most times you got to chain things together if you want to take down a great fighter.
And we know how hard it is to maintain the wrestling, right? The hours required in the gym to make sure that wrestling's still at a high level. He's putting in the time.
Yes, he's putting in the time. And also, you see it in his movements. When he gets to an attack, he's constantly shifting positions. He's constantly moving his opponent.
Bro. Let's see if he can capitalize and lock up a sub.
You got to try to find whether or not you're going to land ground and pound here or if you're going to go to submission.
Dude's submission defense ain't bad. It really ain't.
Watch triangle. Watch triangle.
Nicely done. All right, so he's sort of turtled up here. Not great body language. Perhaps he's trying to bait him in a little bit. Back to the feet now. Well, he was a little bit lackluster in round one. You can't say the same here in this second round. He has really picked up the pace, an uptick in the aggression and the output, and starting to find his range here in the pocket.
Big, powerful punch lands. Now he gets back to range. Oh, man, look at that. Picture perfect. Got to the leg, got to his position, got another beautiful takedown.
Just over 2 minutes to go. Oh!
He did a great job of reversing the position, using the opening that his opponent gave him to shut him off and get back up.
Breese gets hit with a kick here. Let's see how he responds. Switching stances here.
Take him down, cut him. Take him down, cut him. Over and over, he secured these takedowns.
Smith gets the takedown. Nice entry on that attempt. All right, operating inside the closed guard now. All right, well, both fighters pretty comfortable on the ground, DC, but you got to be very careful hanging out here for too long if you're his opponent.
Oh, you got to watch him attacking submissions. He throws the legs up to try to get a triangle choke here. Watch triangle, watch triangle. Needs to push the arm to the side. Get his head against the mat. Now watch as he goes to the finish. Watch his chest. Oh, he might have got him with a choke.
Might have got him. Might have got. Oh yeah, he's at. He's at. Another arm triangle is becoming my signature move. Oh, he might get saved by the bell. He might get saved by the bell.
And there it is.
I didn't know it was that close to the end of the round.
Unbelievable.
I was kind of goofing off. He might have got saved by the bell. Good for him, dude.
Of this young fighter, you could tell he was looking for that submission much earlier in the round, but he didn't want to rush it. He stayed patient, let the setup do its thing, and ultimately the submission materializes organically late in the round. High-level stuff out of that young fighter here tonight. All right, let's take a look back at the replay as he gets it done by submission tonight, champ.
I mean, you know, this guy has such a great submission game that you cannot lay in his guard. He's so skilled, he's so tricky, and he's so good at weaving a web that gets you lost in it that he made him pay for it tonight and got the submission victory.
So there he is, your winner by submission tonight, and that is how you put the rest of the division on notice. A huge result for him here tonight.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Dan Mergliata has called a stop to this contest at 4 minutes, 56 seconds of round number 2. Declaring the winner by tap out.
All right, so what a performance by this young man here tonight as he gets the win by way of submission. He certainly put a lot of stock into getting the finish tonight, and he did just that. Congratulations.
It was a very tough fight, but he knew that if he did everything right, he could get to his position, which is the crown, and he would be able to find a finish by submission tonight. He did just that.
Whew, that was close. He about made it to the third round. He's 4 seconds away. Yikes. Another good win. We better be getting a new contract. I mean, I got my 3 wins, didn't I? If Dana drops me on a win streak, it'd be terrible. Look at yo, I chef mad flavors. Picture the energy, it's like a lifesaver. Shave it off the top, it's sorta like a light.
lightsaber. She's greater, he's greater. When they mention I, definition of the
Contract earned, baby.
Carol City, what I breed. Dissect the flow so you can see what I bleed. Put it all together and it forms to one thing. Captain Planet, I'm on my packing cannons to crack Atlantis. It's so incredible. Do you understand like an archaeologist or I use common sense for you to comprehend? I'ma get loose like a barbed wire fence, sister. Significant, never frivolous, mister. It's the man of the hour.
Well, I think I can gain 50,000 fans by the end of this, by these next 3 fights.
Captain Planet, I'm on my packing cannons to crack Atlantis. It's so incredible.
Fight offer, it's gonna be Jonathan Ortiz. I have no idea if Jonathan Ortiz is a legit fighter or if he's a created fighter, but I guess we'll see. Let's go ahead. Let's upgrade more stand-up stuff. Double upgrade accuracy.
I'm ready.
Head movement. Kick power and power.
We came a long
Alrighty.
way.
Here we go, fight time.
Whip, cream. Yeah, let's go. I just got this trick, I spin it all up on my shoes.
Michael Chiesa, the late replacement.
They said that I wouldn't make it, now my touch a world sensation. Made a lot of money, think it's time for a vacation. Yeah,
Coming up next, a UFC welterweight division matchup.
Michael Chiesa.
Well, this guy has truly made the takedown a thing of beauty in mixed martial arts. With respect to yourself and George St. Pierre and the truly great takedown artists, this guy's closing the gap and entering that company in the eyes of men.
Oh, absolutely, because they've done such a great job of timing takedowns. I haven't seen anyone so good at slipping a jab into a takedown since George St. Pierre.
Right.
He does a phenomenal job of getting from step 1 to step 2 before his opponent even realizes now he's in on my leg. And if they do get their hips back, immediately he's up into a foot sweep or a headlock or an inside trip. It's just so many different ways for him to get you to the floor that he will throw every single one at you every single time.
And a lot of fighters talk about that wrestling maintenance and how hard it is, right, over the course of a career to continue to drill those things. He talks a lot about that, and that's why he's continued to realize success here in the UFC. Well, pretty much every time out in the UFC, DC, this man has put on a striking clinic, and that is his methodology coming in here tonight. He'll try to keep the fight on the field.
And that's why we tune in, right? That's why we tune in. We tune in to see guys that are dynamic. We tune in for the speed. We tune in for the knowledge of the striking game. The ability to set traps, the ability to find the jab, the ability to find the right hand, the right kick, the left kick, the knees, the elbows. He truly uses every weapon that he has in his arsenal to try and finish his opponents. You make one mistake, night's over. You cannot make mistakes against a guy that has the striking acumen of this guy right here.
And the jab is not as underutilized a weapon as it was in MMA, say 5 or 7 years ago, but he's got as good a jab as anyone in the business, and that is where all of his striking flows off of. We'll see how it goes for him in this matchup tonight.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC welterweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This man is a jiu-jitsu fighter holding a professional record of 17 wins, 4 losses. He stands 6 feet 1 inch tall, weighing in at 170 pounds. Fighting out of Spokane Valley, Washington. Ladies and gentlemen, an Ultimate Fighter season winner, Michael Maverick Chiesa! And now introducing his opponent, Fighting out of the red corner, a Muay Thai fighter holding a professional record of 8 wins, no losses. He stands 5 feet 10 inches tall, weighing in at 170 pounds. Smith! And when the action begins, our referee in charge, Dan Mergliotta.
Dan Mergliotta seems like he refs all my fights.
Are you ready?
I really gotta find some actual poses and actual taunts. I'm sick of this stupid fist bump.
After a big win by submission his last time out, we'll see what he does for an encore here tonight. Huge victory his last time out against a high-level opponent. Now, an even higher-ranked opponent stares in front of him. The octagon door is closed. We'll see if he can extend the winning streak under the brightest spotlight of his UFC career. Oh, nice connection there with a punch, DC.
Great time to land that punch.
All right, here we go. Our first round is underway, and you know at some point he's going to try to get this fight to the canvas. Any number of different submissions in his arsenal.
I don't understand how people don't know that this guy wants to submit you, but it's his trickiness. It's his ability to trick people into going to the floor with him.
Chiesa's trying for a Kimura here.
It'll be hard pressed to get a Kimura on me.
Nicely done. All right, so he's sort of turtled up here. Not great body language. Perhaps he's trying to bait him in a little bit. Smith gets up. He is back on the feet here.
Oh, nice.
And he landed the right hand there.
Big head kick lands.
And they separate. He missed with that jab attempt there. Well, it's one thing to have length, it's another thing to use it, and he does it as well as anyone. Nice kick there by Smith.
This dude's wrestling skill is...
And those knees aren't just for effect, those are doing real damage. Chiesa gets caught with that punch. And again shoots for a takedown. Again, takedown stuff.
Over and over, he landed these big body kicks.
That is a huge shot right there, DC. You don't want to eat too many more of those.
No, and he needs to start looking to finish now because he's got his opponent hurt very bad.
Oh, man. This ground and pound is good. Probably my favorite striking realm in MMA, and he's as good as it gets.
The problem is the opponent does not control his posture. He's allowing his opponent to
strike lands there, and somehow his opponent's chin held up.
His opponent's chin held up, but you do not want to be on the receiving end of those types of strikes.
Home, and now his opponent in a world of trouble.
Such a sneaky head kick. He did not recognize it was coming high, and now he's got him hurt bad.
Oh, that's a good strike there by Smith. Oh, a little single collar tie there.
Good blocking.
And they separate.
Good takedown.
Double leg shot.
Oh, massive slam. That'll change the complexion of this one.
Now he's going to try to attack Kimura here.
He's not gonna...
Oh, and there's the horn at the end of the round. How about this fight, folks? You see, he was nearly caught in a submission there right at the end of the round. Saved by the bell. So back to the stool. Mentally probably not in a great place here. We'll see if he can recover and get himself back into this fight. All right, so a big round for him there, maybe even a 10-8. There was a big knockdown in there, courtesy of the kick. DC, talk us through it.
He found his spot. I mean, he knew that there was a weakness. He found the spot. He recognized an opportunity to go and chase down that head kick. He threw it, it landed, and he almost got the finish.
You ready? All right, let's finish this fight.
All right, round 2.
Nice. Nice body kick.
Huge shot there, DC. I'm not sure how he stayed upright.
I mean, when you get hit with a shot like that, to stay standing shows and talk you're tough.
Nicely done there as he forces the miss from his opponent.
Good stuff. Good stuff.
Able to check that kick as well.
What a wrestler. That was an amazing takedown.
All right, so you got to be careful playing on the ground with this guy. You don't want to mess around for too long. All right, we'll see how he chooses to defend here. Oh, nice work from the bottom. Tags him with the punch. trying to hip escape.
He's just trying to move out of this position off the bottom.
And he's out. Strong bottom work here, staying busy. Keeping busy here off of his back. Nice offense from the bottom. Well, pretty good work off of the bottom here by Chiesa, though. Oh, and he's back up again. Those get-ups have been there for him all night. Well, he's really picked up the pace here in round 2. Much more aggressive now here and starting to find himself in the pocket.
Big kick land.
Chiesa. Whoa! Knee to the body.
Dude's hurt. Serve him up. Go get him.
Now, oh, and a quick entry.
Oh,
Great single entry.
ride.
Rotates the high crotch. He's taking it for a ride. Oh, my God. He switched the lock to a high crotch, rotated him, and took him for a ride. That was a big takedown.
Dude isn't even close on these submission attempts.
And he's out. Well, he's in a compromising spot here, DC. You got to figure out a way to get back to your feet. All right, working out of side control here. His opponent trying to control posture, but you got to be careful here. Chiesa ground and pound from half guard. He is making these shots count. Beautiful movement, hip work on the ground here. Just outstanding with the transition.
He is not staying in one place on the ground, and that's very important.
Oh, nice job working hard, posting, and getting back up. Wow, huge head kick. Oh! And they separate.
He's mixed up his target. He's throwing big,
He probably won that round. He probably
Look at how
won
tough
that
his
round.
opponent is, though. Still standing, still in their fight.
Maybe not because I had this huge knockdown. But he knocked me down too.
Third round underway. Chiesa gets caught with that punch. Got to shore up the defense here. Oh, and he gets tagged. Beautiful combination there. Wow.
What the heck is this?
Oh, big elbow.
Oh! Oh, big knee there.
That knee hurt him. He went high on that one.
Oh!
He's hurt. He's hurt bad.
John. He's got to press him. He's got to go change that
That's what the
finish.
commentators are saying. We got good fight. Good fight.
Oh, my
And yeah,
goodness,
we'll
what a
steal
fight.
John that one.
Again,
We
the
will
winner
steal
here was
John
so
that one.
aggressive with his onslaught that ultimately appeared as though the outcome was an eventuality. So if you're the referee, you got to protect the fighter, and I thought he did a good job of doing just that. All right, we'll take a look back at the highlights. You know we're going to find that nasty head
Big
kick somewhere in this
left head
highlight
kick.
rip.
He
Just an
went for it.
incredible
My
result
kick
for him
speed
here tonight.
just a little
A
bit
very
higher.
nice head kick to finish the fight.
Very
But
nice. Michael
don't ignore all the
Chiesa
work he
going
did with his
down.
hands. And give credit to the opponent. The opponent was in there every step of the way. And in order to get a fight of the night like you got
Up until
tonight,
that, this
both
is the
guys
first
have to be
fight,
willing to
I
participate.
think, of the series that I wasn't sure I wasn't going to win.
Here now, Bruce Buffer with the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Dan Bergliata has called a stop to this contest at 1 minute, 11 seconds of round number 3. Declaring the winner by knockout.
So the celebration is on with him and his team, and rightfully so. A monumental result tonight as he gets the win by knockout.
He spoke it into existence. He said over and over to anyone that'll listen, I am going to knock this man out. He did it in an even more impressive fashion
Let's
than
go.
he ever could have imagined.
111, round 3. 77 days till his fight offer, and it is Jonathan Ortiz, the former fight, last offer I got. This dude got injured, and now we're gonna get to complete the grudge match against the kickboxer. That's gonna be it for this episode, though. So yeah, you guys have a good one. Laters.